Hello friends. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to explain the second episode of an anime named The Misfit of the Demon King. If you want to see the first episode you can visit my channel. So let's get started. At the start, we are a scene during the mythical age, the hero Kanan, the demon king Anos, the great spirit Reno, and the goddess of creation Militia gathered at the demon king castle Delsgade. The hero Kanan and his comrades are here to confront the demon king Anos. Anos tells them he wants peace and no more fighting. He tells Kanan to help him in his plans and to just trust him once. Anos proposed to sacrifice his life to create 4 walls for the sake of world peace, which would be opened in 1,000 years. Kanan tells him that he will die from this plan. But Anos tells him that it doesn't matter and he will reincarnate after the 2,000 years. The three agreed to his plan, and Kanan stabbed Anos with his holy sword, allowing him to turn his life into magic power. In his last moments, Anos promised Kanan to become friends if they ever to reincarnate and meet in the future. A big explosion then occurred and the world was divided into 4. 2,000 years later. In a shabby house. We see that a baby was born. Isabella and Gusta look at their newborn baby and try to name him, when suddenly the baby says his name will be Anos voldigoad, shocking his parents. Back at the Demon King Academy, Misha says that no one has ever failed the aptitude test. Confused, as he is sure he answered all the questions about himself correctly, so why is he marked as a misfit in the academy? Anos asks Misha about the founder Demon King of Tyranny's name. Misha tells him that they are not supposed to say it. Anos reads Misha's mind with leaks and discovers that the name of the founder is Avos Delhevia. Anos wonder how the wrong is passed down. As Misha continues talking about the aptitude test, a girl walks past and sneers at Anos' badge. The bell rings and their homeroom teacher, Emilia Ludowell, begins the class. The teacher shows them a magic formula named Jizz and tell them to learn how to create it in a week. The successful candidates will create a team and the caster will be the leader. Teacher asks the students who wants to become the leader raise their hands. Anos raises his hand, but students with white uniforms are not allowed to become leaders. But Anos tell her that hybrids are no way inferior to purebloods and he can prove it. Anos and Emilia cast Zekta contract spell under the following conditions. If Anos can prove hybrids are in no way inferior to purebloods, he can become a team leader. If not, he apologizes and drops out of school. Anos then reveals that the magic circle for Jizz is flawed. Teacher says that this is not possible. Anos redraw the circle and make it twice as powerful. Emilia reluctantly accepts her defeat to the confused murmurs of the other students. Emilia then asks all team leaders to introduce themselves. The girl from earlier introduces herself as the Witch of Destruction, Sasha Nekron. The descendant of one of the 7 great demon emperors under the command of Demon King. Misha reveals that she is her sister, but when Anos asks if they have different parents due to their different uniforms, Misha says that they have same parents and the uniform is due to a family decision. Anos then introduces himself as Anos voldigoad, the Demon King of Tyranny, and tells the class that the name they have been using is a complete fake. The class eventually splits up to follow the leaders of their choice. Only Misha chooses to be in Anos' group because they are friends. Sasha comes over to them and calls Misha a defective little junk doll with no life, no soul, and no will. Anos says her grasp of magical concepts is too tenuous if she thinks a magical doll has no soul or life. Sasha, due to her embarrassment, activates her magic eyes of destruction, destroying the wall behind Anos, but with no effect on him. In response, Anos activates his own magic eyes of destruction, leaving her speechless. Anos tells her that her magic levels are not bad and invites Sasha to his team in order for her to get closer to Misha, but she storms off and says she never thought of Misha as her sister. As Misha and Anos walk out of school, they bump into Sasha. Sasha and Misha form a zect about the upcoming team battle. If they can beat her team, she will join Anos' team, otherwise, she will get to own him. The match starts. If one of the king is defeated or Thyre Castle is breached, the match will end that team loss. Misha create 3 castle while the Sasha was making her strategy. Anos appear in front of Thyre Castle and tries to attack them. Sasha tells him that the walls have anti-demonic magic and he won't be able to do anything. Anos using his physical strength break through the barrier and lift the castle, shocking. He throw their castle away. Sasha decide to use a very powerful spell with a low success rate. They successfully cast a spell impressing even Anos. But Anos, using only one finger, destroy their firepower produced from the spell, and while doing this the spell hits the castle. Anos utterly defeats Sasha's team. Sasha is shocked and says how is this possible? Anos remind her of her promise. Sasha first refuse, saying that she would rather die, but seeing Misha worried for her safety, she joins his team. Sasha tells that he did all of this just for Misha, how generous of him. Anos tells him there was another reason. He says that Sasha's eyes are beautiful and filled with magic power, making her blush. He then brings the sisters to his house for dinner and eventually walks them home as well. Sasha asks Misha if she likes Anos. Misha replies that she do. We see that the sisters' relationship is getting better. They leave after saying thanks to Anos. But Sasha returns and tells Anos thanks for helping her making up with Misha. She asks what will you do Anos if your fate is already sealed, which Anos replies saying that he will either change or simply destroy the fate itself. Before leaving, Sasha kisses Anos, saying that it is a friendship kiss. So this is where the episode ends. Hope you liked the video and don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon.